Hey there, welcome back to the Great Canadian Blueprint. I'm Ian, your guide through Canada's economic past. And today we're diving into the immigration story of Winnipeg, Manitoba, the beating heart of the prairies. Known as the gateway to the West, Winnipeg has drawn dreamers and builders from across the globe, turning a mighty trading post into a vibrant economy. As a Remax real estate agent in Hamilton, Ontario, I'm diving into Canada's economic history to uncover what made it into what it is today. So let's jump in. Winnipeg's journey starts at the Forks, where the Red and the Assiniboine River meet. In the 1800s is Fort Garry, a Hudson's Bay Company post buzzing with fur trade. But the real spark comes in 1881 when the Canadian Pacific Railway steams in, making Winnipeg the hub for Canada's West. The Dominions Land Act of 1872, offering 160 acres of free land, pulls in thousands. British settlers arrive first, setting up trade and governance. By 1886, Winnipeg's a city with 20,000 people, growing to 42,000 by 1901. Germans and Scandinavians follow, adding to the mix. But it's the infrastructure like the CPR that sets the stage for an economic boom. Immigrants didn't just settle in Winnipeg, they built its economy. Ukrainians, with their farming expertise, make wheat king, like they do across all of Canada. By 1900, Manitoba's wheat exports hit 10 million bushels. The Winnipeg Grain Exchange, founded in 1887, becomes a global pricing hub, handling $10 million in trades yearly by the 1890s. This agricultural boom drives 20% of Manitoba's GDP by 1910, with Ukrainians at the core. Then, in the city, Jewish immigrants spark a manufacturing boom. By the 1920s, Winnipeg's garment industry, centered in the North End, is Canada's third largest, producing $20 million in clothing annually. Factories employ thousands, many Jewish and Polish immigrants. Chinese laborers who helped build the Canadian Pacific Railway, CPR, stay to open businesses in Chinatown, adding $1 million yearly by 1920. Post-World War II, European immigrants, Italians, Dutch, and German, fill construction and manufacturing roles. The 1950s saw Winnipeg's economy diversify, with food processing and machinery adding $500 million annually by 1960. Then the 1967 points-based immigration system opens the door to Asians, particularly Filipinos, Indians, and Chinese, who boost healthcare and services. By 1981, Winnipeg's population hits over 580,000 people, with immigrants driving 15% of the workforce. The population surge from 42,000 people in 1901 to 136,000 by 1911 sparks a housing frenzy in the North End. Ukrainians, Polish, and Jewish families settle in modest homes, while commercial districts like Selkirk Ave thrive with immigrant shops. Today, Winnipeg's a great mix of different cultures. In 2021, 25.2% of its 750,000 people are immigrants, with top origins being the Philippines, India, and China. Filipinos dominate healthcare, with 10% of Manitoba's nurses from the Philippines. Indian and Chinese entrepreneurs drive IT and retail, with businesses in the Exchange District contributing $1 billion annually. Cultural festivals like Folklorama, the world's largest multicultural event, generates $20 million yearly, drawing 50,000 visitors. Refugees supported by the Manitoba Provincial Nominee Program, MPNP, add to the mix, with 15,000 immigrants arriving yearly. From Ukrainian farmers to Filipino nurses, immigrants have been Winnipeg's economic heartbeat, building a $10 million wheat industry, a $20 million garment sector, and a $45 billion modern economy. Real estate has soared, from $50 lots to $350,000 homes. But affordability challenges loom. Winnipeg's 25.2% immigration population keeps it vibrant. But balancing growth and opportunity is always key. So what's next? How can Winnipeg leverage immigration to boost its economy while tackling housing and job challenges? Share your thoughts below. Thanks for watching the Great Canadian Blueprint. Hit like and subscribe for our next dive into Canada's economic story.